criminal lawyers, criminal attorneys, criminal defense attorneys. How do you find one? What are the tips to make sure you do not make a mistake in choosing a lawyer to defend you when you are charged with a crime? Well, my name's Lance Fryrear, and I happen to be one of those criminal defense attorneys. And I have a law firm in Lynnwood, Washington. We've been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years. And I do get asked by people that end up even hiring us about, how do I know who to hire? What are some tips about selecting the right criminal defense attorney for you or your loved one? Well, I'm going to tell you some of the tips that I have and what I would do if I was trying to select a criminal defense lawyer to represent me. The first thing I would do is I would read reviews. Take a look online. You can go to avvo.com. That's a lawyer review site. You can take a look at the Google Places page on Google and take a look at the reviews. And on Google, the reviews are not anonymous. On Avvo, they can be, but Google, they're not. And try to find an attorney that has a lot of highly related reviews and that sounds realistic. People are actually writing these reviews. And take a look at the reviews and pay attention to how the person who wrote the review, the satisfied client, how they feel. Because please do not underestimate how important it is to have an attorney or a team of attorneys that take care of your feelings and your emotions when you're charged with a crime. In my opinion, the most stressful part of being charged with a crime is not knowing what's going to happen. Oftentimes you can't sleep at night. You might not be able to eat. And the emotional intelligence of your criminal attorney or your criminal attorney team is probably the most important thing about how you're going to feel over the months that it takes to handle a criminal case. So read the reviews and take a look if the reviews talk about how the team or the single attorney made the client feel. The second thing you want to pay attention to is responsiveness. If you contact a law firm, how quickly do they get back to you? Are there systems in place? Do they quickly respond, or do they respond immediately within 5 minutes, or is it 5 hours? Because if it's 5 hours, that's not a very good sign that that firm is on the ball for trying to respond to your needs. And everything is different. Nobody's perfect. But I can tell you that in the 20 years that my firm existed, when I first started out, I was just me and a couple cell phones. And a couple of years in, I was really slow at getting back to people. And over the years, our firm has systems to help. And so that's, if it's sort of a disorganized process for the intake, it might not be a good sign. And then when you do talk to an attorney and they interview you about what happens, pay attention to the questions they ask. Are they only talking about the facts of the case, or are they asking about you and how you feel and what your needs are? Do you feel heard, or do you just feel spoken at? And again, if that is how the courtship is going when you're first talking to the attorney, imagine how it's going to be 3 months down the line. Finally, when you're talking to the attorney, listen up and try to see if it sounds like they've been in that court before. Do they know who the players are that might decide what happens to you? Believe it or not, usually the most important person in a criminal case is not the judge, it's the prosecutor. And each court has different prosecutors, and they have different styles. And sometimes it takes a certain amount of experience with the prosecutor to be able to get you the best result with the least amount of risk. And usually you want to talk to more than one attorney. If you're comfortable right away and you're sure this is the right person for you, then don't hesitate, because if you're comfortable, again, you'll feel better as soon as you have someone on board that has your back and can take the pressure off you, because it's really hard to be charged with a crime. So I hope that helps. If you happen to want to talk to our firm, again, my name is Lance Fryrear. I'm the owner of the law offices of Lance Fryrear. My firm has been defending people for more than 20 years. We have a bunch of great people, and there are a lot of good attorneys out there, so there's plenty of attorneys to choose from. But if you happen to call us, we'll do whatever we can to make you feel better, to explain things. We'll be there for you. Thank you.